How's it going, everyone? It's Louis. Welcome to another Bitcoin update. And just very quickly, before we get into the chart, I want to bring you back to the 23rd of February, where we called the bottom exactly. There was a bearish pattern, but we needed to lose $50,600. No daily candle closes below that point, so we don't validate that target. What we're then looking for is a reclaim of the moving averages, as they didn't even form a bearish cross, so we're still technically bullish, and there are no lower lows here. We're still holding the low of the range, so we were expecting an EMA repel, and that results in a break of the high. This was all explained in that tagged update from a few days ago, and of course, as we know, today we've hit $60,000. Look at this movement, absolutely crazy. So we called it from exactly down there, and we hit multiple targets. We got the rejection, and then that held 55k, allowing us to eventually push through 56. That's when I made a post suggesting next targets being 58, 60, and then 65, 69. And those are our next targets. So we are anticipating the all-time high, and that is what we're basically going to go through today. So enjoy it, like, subscribe, comment, and share. And don't forget, I have a Discord community, only $25 a month, with weekly live streams, bull market top targets, and a long list of cryptos in my portfolio. What an absolutely beautiful day, guys. $60,000. We haven't seen this since 2021. Now, guys, what is the next move? I'm anticipating the all-time high. It is acting as a magnet. Over the past couple of weeks or so, we've been ranging over here, just slightly above 50k. And what that is all we needed to basically do in order to get this continuation. And so if we hold above 50k, we go to the next fib level, 69,000. That is our all-time high. Equally over here, we've got our one fib level here, March 29, 2022, which is our 48k high. That's the one fib level. If we find support above, which we have done, then we go to the 1272. Also over here with this fib, if we break the one fib level, we're going to these targets and then these targets over here. So everything is now guiding us towards and suggesting Bitcoin is on its way to its all-time high, and we are looking to, of course, break the all-time high. But we could get a huge rejection from this point. This is what I personally do believe. If we push through it like butter, I'll let you know, and I'll say, okay, now we're looking at, as you can see over here, there's a target at 77k, for example. But for the moment, as this is the previous all-time high, I'm not, as we approach it, expecting to push through it like butter. It makes sense to reject this area. So what I'm going to do is target 65 to 69k, because 65k is actually our first top over here, just slightly underneath $64,900. I can even move this box over and set out a new level at this point as well, between 64 or 65 to 69k. So this is where we're expecting a huge rejection, and as you can see, the range is as big as 50 to 70,000, so a 20k range. It doesn't have to drop down that low. We do have some closer ones, and due to the most recent resistance being 52k, we want this area to hold, so we don't have to come down to 50,000. That is your macro range. Here is the support. Hold this support, you go to that resistance. For example, our current resistance, 52k, could fall back down to there. Sorry, get up to here, fall back down to there. You could just fall to the 1618 at 57k, continue high. You could even actually just hold the all-time high within this 5k range, maybe dip down into here, but actually just continue eventually. This is what I'm trying to get at. We don't actually know until we're there, but I'm not really expecting any significant movements past this initially. This is where I expect an accumulation phase, where we could dip down a little bit or even come down as low as down there. But in this range that we do create around the all-time high, this is what the time where we're going to get that altcoin season, that altcoin mania phase, where we're seeing ridiculous gains, because at the moment everyone's starting to panic. Everyone's getting really scared. Why is Bitcoin almost breaking the all-time high? And so many altcoins are not. The older ones are nowhere near their all-time high, or even the large caps that have been moving like a H-bar and a V-chain. They've been moving in unison with Bitcoin. They've been forming the same patterns, inverse head and shoulders. They both broke out at the same time, even better gains, and they both did like a 1 week 2-week correction, and then continued their boat. They're all doing the same thing. Just on this rally, Bitcoin is leading a little bit, but all in all, out of the larger caps, they're the ones that are following Bitcoin the most, and they are nowhere near their all-time highs. You know what I mean? HBAR's highs in the 50s cents, VeChain's highs in the around 30 cent, just slightly underneath 30 cents. So they're nowhere near their targets at the moment. So we know that there's a lot of growth left. They need to grow a lot, although Bitcoin's nearly breaking the high. Look at what Bitcoin is at today in terms of breaking its all-time high, 69,000. It's only a 14% move left. But even the fast-paced old altcoins, the large caps, they're moving quite fast, but they're still very far away from all-time highs. They've got lots of percents to do, so they will catch up, but we need Bitcoin to first clear the path, and that's what it's essentially doing. It's taking itself to the all-time high, which is where we expect a consolidation range. I don't know how deep it will come. It could just come to here. We eventually continue. I don't know how long it will last, but because we're not there yet, I need to see the signs. We need to get into that area, and then we need to, of course, create a support pretty much. And then I'll say hold that support going forward. And then if we lose it and then reclaim it, then we're good. If we completely lose it and then start to come down to here, then we create a level of support and then we just never lose it, then we're coming back up. We need some stuff to work with, but as we're approaching it, just know that we're not anticipating a clean break as of now. If it comes, I'll let you know, and then I'll tell you our next targets, but you can see pretty much 80k. And then from this area, this will allow altcoins to catch up. We'll see a huge gains on the altcoins, more than what we're seeing at the moment, because some of them are not even moving. Some of them have their days where they go up significant amounts and then stall off again. But when we consolidate around this area, around the all-time high, we're talking about an altcoin season that if you're new to crypto, you have never even experienced before. You're going to be seeing all altcoins doing like 30% gains a day, 50% gains a day. Some might even do hundreds of percents in a day. That is what I'm expecting over the coming weeks and months. So that is it from me today. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you want to get into a whole bunch of gems where I'm expecting over 100 X's. These are not going to be in the top 100, these coins. They're going to be well past that. So I have over 25 of those. If you also want weekly live streams, we do 2 a week. And this is where I mentor you guys how to trade and analyze the charts exactly like me, what cryptos I'm in. And I've also got my exact bull market top targets in the Discord community, and what we're going to be doing around those areas as well, what to expect around those areas. So that's it from me today. I'll catch you in the next one. It's only $25 a month. Use the links down below to enter the chat before our next group meeting, the group live stream, and I'll catch you in the next Bitcoin update.